This is the job for today. You can see that the eaves here have broken, so what we're going to do is cut the eaves back about here and put in a new piece of eave and a new downpipe. Now, that is what's been done to the original downpipe. Somebody's had a crack at these gutters themselves and put a pop in here. That should never happen. Doesn't work on gutters. Don't ever put a pop in the back and then take it through a box eave. It'll always leak, so it's caused it to crack. The rusting didn't help either. So we're going to replace this, put in a new eave and just a new downpipe down there. So I'm going to go over the top of this fence because that's going to allow me a nice line. We've got one there, so take it here. Say 1600 right there. Cheers. And that's going to be my 2 points to cut to. Okay, so there's 2 ways to cut that. You can either do it with your screwdriver, which is less dusty, or you can use an angle grinder, cut it and finish it with your screwdriver. Either way works. I'll probably do the angle grinder, but before you do anything, you've got to check the top for electrical, because if there's any electrical there, you don't want to hit it with your angle grinder. Taking off the downpipe, and now we're just going to remove all this because we just want to have it clean when we put in new eave. Now we're going to measure and cut the next sheet. Okay, so when it comes to cutting the sheet, generally I do it smooth face down. So I cut what I see. So this is the bit you're going to see from underneath. Okay, this is the back. So you're not going to see this bit. So I generally put the face you're going to see from underneath down. So you're going to cut it exactly as it is on the roof. Okay, so that little bit I've cut out, I'll take you up and I'll show you the bit I've done on it. It's just to make sure it all fits in nice and easy. Try and do your cutting as accurate as you can before you get it up there. So the little bit I just cut out is to allow for it to slide into there, but obviously it can't go too deep because there is a brick there, and the rest of it should just slide in the back there. So the first thing we're going to do, this one's okay, I can get the sheet under there. This one's quite tight, so I might wedge that up a little bit so that he sits a bit higher, and we'll make sure that that one does as well. And what we're going to do is mark exactly where they are, because obviously we've got to put nails in at the end to hold the sheet in place. I use some of the old hardiflex just to give it a space. And now one of the easy ways to do this is That's 4.5, this is 4.5. So if you can wedge 2 of those under there, it gives you 9 mil, gives you a bit of play in it, and you'll see how that plays out later. So there you see what I've done. I've just put 2 little bits of hardiflex in between, so it gives you 9 mil. That's going to give me the space to put the sheet in. Now the other way to do it is you have these, and if they were longer I'd probably knock them off and to the side, and then you can lift it up and slide it in quite easily. But I don't want to have to fight to put them back on, so I've left them in place. But you can knock those to the side, and that'll allow these to pivot a little bit up and down, and the sheet slides in the back. And then you just knock them in. At the end you remove all the tiles and knock them back in. These are to stop lift. That's what it is, so the wind doesn't blow up and lift the sheet and you end up with it cracking again. So these are to hold it in place. And also when you nail these, they stop it from pushing up. Okay, so just quickly before we put this up, we've cut this, which is the joining strip. Okay, this is to join one piece to the other, and it goes on the edge like so. And then of course the other sheet slides in there. Now I'll show you a little trick on how to make these easily slide in. On the back of these, you can see they've got a groove like that. What I will do is down the back here, I'm just going to cut one of those grooves off like so. Now, the reason I've done that is it becomes too hard to try and slide it in and get it up at the same time. So that's the front. When we slide it in and we push it up, that will cover the join and it'll look really good. Alright, so you're just going to use a bit of wood just to move that way, and I want to be careful of that edge. There he is in place, nice and tight. Now what we're going to do is, remember we marked the cross beams here. There's another one there, there'll be another one down there. We're going to measure across about halfway. We're just going to put a nail in it. It stops it from moving left to right, back and forth. And what it'll also do is, okay, this little bit here, then just pull up, and that sits nice and tight like so. So there he is, all finished. That's how you install a new eave. Nice and tight. You can see that it just tucks into that lip there. Okay, that stops it from falling at the front. And then we put it over that brick at the back, which stops it from falling. And these are just to stop it from moving around left and right. The joiner strip's all nice and tight. It's come up beautifully. Now it just needs a paint, and we're going to put that downpipe in. Well, if you want to see that, I've got another video on how to install the downpipe. So we'll put the tiles back on, and we're all finished. I'll install the downpipe afterwards. But if you like this video, please subscribe. Otherwise, I'll catch you on the next one.